Well, that's exactly what we're building today. Here's our roadmap. We've got an introduction to universal laws, your inner being's compass, the law of attraction, the science of deliberate creation, the art of allowing, and finally, becoming a deliberate creator.
Let's kick things off with Section 1, Introduction to Universal Laws. The core premise we're dealing with here is that everything in our physical universe is governed by absolute, omnipresent mechanics.
These eternal laws affect absolutely everything, whether you realize it or not. The teachings from Abraham essentially give us the exact rules of the road for this extraordinary physical journey we've all embarked upon. By really grasping these laws, you stop being someone who just reacts to whatever life throws at you, and you transform into a conscious creator of your own experience. It's a total game changer.
But before we can actually harness the engine of these universal laws, we got to understand our own built-in guidance system. That brings us to Section 2, your inner being's compass.
According to the source material, you are so much more than just the physical body you see in the mirror every morning. You have an inner being. This is the broader, older, wiser, non-physical part of you. Think of it like this. You are an extension of non-physical source energy, and you're constantly, intimately connected to it, even right now as you're sitting there in your physical body.
What's truly fascinating is how this completely reframes our emotions. Your emotions aren't just random. They are the physical indication of your relationship with your inner being's perspective in any given moment. When you feel positive emotions, things like pride, love, or appreciation, your current thought perfectly matches your inner being's opinion. But when you feel negative emotions, like feeling unworthy, angry, or frustrated, it indicates a mismatch. You're basically viewing a situation completely differently than your wiser, non-physical self does.
Understanding that emotional compass prepares us for the absolute heavy lifter of the universe. Let's look at Section 3, the law of attraction. This is the first and honestly the most powerful universal law, and it has to be completely understood before any of the others can be used effectively.
The crucial point is captured beautifully in this simple quote: "That which is like unto itself is drawn." That right there is the exact definition of the law of attraction. While it sounds incredibly simple, it means that literally nothing in existence is unaffected by this powerful law. Every single thought you think is vibrating, and it's drawing matching experiences right back to you.
Picture yourself as a giant, powerful magnet. You are constantly attracting the essence of whatever you're thinking and feeling. It completely defies law to attract prosperity if you're constantly feeling poor. If you feel fat, you cannot attract thin. The universe doesn't judge you, it just responds to your dominant vibration, with absolutely zero exceptions.
This naturally leads us right into our second pillar, Section 4, the science of deliberate creation. This law governs how you can consciously steer those thoughts to mold your life, instead of just creating your reality by default.
So ask yourself, are you creating on purpose or by default? Take a second and really reflect on that. Are your thoughts intentional, or are you just reacting to the daily news, your annoying coworkers, and your circumstances? Learning to shift this is the key. Oh, and by the way, if you're finding value in this explainer for 10 minutes book summary, definite books so far, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe right now. We've got so many more life-changing concepts just like this coming your way.
All right, let's look at the exact definition of this second law. That which I give thought to, and that which I believe or expect, is. The science of deliberate creation basically means you get what you think about, whether you actually want it or not. You see, the universe doesn't hear the word no. If you're sitting in traffic thinking, I really don't want to be late, the universe just hears late and brings you more delays. You get exactly what you focus on. And here is the exact nuance that trips most of us up. Every single subject is really two subjects: what you want and the lack of it. If you focus on getting a new car, but you feel frustrated that you don't have it in your driveway yet, you're actually focusing on the lack of the car. You must focus purely on what is wanted to attract that desire into your life. Let's break down the actual creation equation. There are two critical steps here. Step 1 is the launching of the thought, or the desire. Step 2 is the expectation, or the allowing of it. You have to launch the desire and simultaneously expect it to happen without throwing a wrench in the gears with negative emotion, doubt, or fear. Both parts are absolutely necessary.
Think of it like this. You are a sculptor. Your time-space reality is completely moldable clay. As the source text points out, you wouldn't see a master sculptor throw a massive wad of clay against the wall in a tantrum just because it didn't look like a masterpiece in the first 5 minutes, right? They know it takes time to deliberately mold the clay to match their vision. Your life is the exact same way.
And that required patience and expectation brings us to Section 5, the art of allowing. This is the third and final step, and honestly, it's often the most misunderstood. Mastering this essentially takes your foot off the brakes, releasing everything you've been trying so hard to attract.
Here is the exact definition of the art of allowing. I am that which I am, and I am willing to allow all others to be that which they are. It's important to remember that you cannot effectively use this third law until you've firmly mastered the first two. It requires real wisdom to focus so clearly on what you want that you simply do not suffer negative emotion regarding what anyone else is doing.
Now, there is a massive difference here that we absolutely need to highlight. Tolerating is not allowing. When you're just tolerating someone or something, sure, you're letting it be, but your teeth are clenched and you're still boiling with negative emotion inside. That means you're actively blocking your own desires and negatively attracting. True allowing is total freedom from that negative response. It's maintaining your own joyful alignment regardless of whatever outside circumstances are happening.
So, how do we actually pull all of this together? Let's head to our final step, Section 6, Becoming a Deliberate Creator. We're going to bring all three of these pillars, the law of attraction, deliberate creation, and the art of allowing, into a simple, actionable framework for your daily life.
Okay, here are your core actionable steps to stop creating your life by default. First, actively give thought to what you want. Second, pay close attention to your emotional compass. Seriously, if you feel bad, you're miscreating. Third, quickly shift your focus from the lack of what you want right back to the joyful essence of what you want. And finally, become a true allower by releasing resistance and letting go of all that negative tolerance.
I want to leave you with this really provocative question. What will you deliberately attract today? Now that you know you literally hold the absolute mechanics of the universe in your own mind, what beautiful, joyful, prosperous thing are you going to focus your powerful magnet of a mind onto today?
Thank you so much for hanging out with us for this explainer today. I truly hope this deep dive into Abraham Hicks' teachings has empowered you to take full control of your reality. Remember one final time to like this explainer and subscribe to the 10 Minutes Book Summary Definite Books channel for more amazing content. Tune in next time.